The today's class, I'm going to teach you about the meaning of employment, different types of self-employment, wage employment, regular worker, casual workers, and the distribution of employment and other issues of the employment growth. Okay, first of all, employment is an economic activity which enable a person to earn means of livelihood. It is a it is an economic activity which willing person and abled person and able and willing employees gets a fruitful job in the market. This condition is called employment. Generally, if we classify employment, so first we will come first self employment, then wage employment, regular workers, and casual workers. Let us today discuss about the all these type of employment. First of all, self employment, as you know, the is the condition in which a person works for himself or herself, or we can say an arrangement in which a worker uses his own resources make a living is known as self-employment. Workers who own and operate an enterprises to earn their livelihood are known as the self-employed person. The farmer working in his own field, different entrepreneurs, shopkeeper, even cobbler, carpenter, comes about in this category. About 52% workforce in India belongs to this category. You will find more than half of the population of India regarding self-employment. Self-employment is a major source of livelihood both men and women in India. In case of self-employment, a person makes uses of his own land, labor, capital, and other resources. For example, shopkeeper, traders, businessmen. I have told you. Now, second category is the wage employment. As the name suggests, an arrangement in which worker sells his labor and earns wages in return is known as wage employment. Or wage employment, the worker works for others. Under wage employment, worker is known as employee, either hired worker, or buyer of labor is termed as employer. Two terms are here, employee and employer. Now let us more discuss about it. Worker do not have any other resources. Here worker do not have any resources out of labor, capital, and land. They offer their labor services to other, and in return they get the wages. For example, a doctor running in his own clinic is an example of self-employment. But however, if the doctor is employed by a hospital, then it will be a wage employment. Employment is also of two types. First one is regular worker, another one is casual worker. Let us understand these two types of regular workers and casual workers. Regular worker, they are also popularly known as regular salaried employees. When a worker is engaged by someone or by an enterprise or by an employee and pays wages on a regular basis, or we call these wages a salary, then such worker is known as regular salaried employees. Generally, in this category, workers are hired on a permanent basis and also get social security benefits like pension, these type of workers gets the all benefit provided by the government. Regular workers account for just 18% of Indian force. Out of 100% of the workforce, only 18% workers you will find in the regular salaried employees. For example, these are professor, teacher, civil engineer, and comes under this category. Now come to the second type of employment, that is the casual worker. Casual workers are casually engaged. Why they are casual? They do not get the permanent salary. Instead of salary, they get the wages. In return, get remuneration for their work done. Automated casual worker. Casual worker are not hired on a permanent basis. Remember, this is the first symptom. They are not required permanently. It means they do not have a number first regular income. Second, no government rule and regulation for protecting them. They do not have the job security. They do not get the government other facility or the job security provided the government. And out of total workforce, we have 30% of the India's workforce under this. Now if we see this table, self-employed, you will find 52, 18% are in regular salary job, and casual workers are in 30. Now how these distribution of employment will find in the different gender wise. You will see the two pie chart here. One is of wage workers, male workers, and another one is female workers. As you see the three pattern here, first pattern shows plus plus sign one pattern, plus plus sign one self-employed. Yeah. Now this 51 and 56% self-employed, and 29 and 31 are casual workers, and 20 and 13% are the out of female are in regular salaried job. This is the data of 2011 and 12. Now let us discuss some of the distribution of employment by region. Now if we distribution of employed workers by region enable us to know the quality and the attachment of the workers to their now self-employment. It is a major source of livelihood for both urban areas and rural areas. Urban areas this having the 43%, and in rural areas it have the 56% of the total workforce. But in case of rural areas, self-employed workers are greater, as majority engage in the farmer. They are the farmer. They are categorized as the small and marginal farmer having the small plot of land. And the casual worker. In case of rural area, casual workers account for second of employment with 35% of workforce. Casual workers in urban areas account for 15%. Now third category, regular salaried employees in urban areas. It is the second major source of workforce. Urban people have a variety of employment opportunities because of the attainment and skills. In urban areas, the nature of work is different, and enterprises requires worker on a regular basis. However, only 9% of the rural people are engaged as the regular salaried employees due to illiteracy and lack of skill. Now you will see the histogram here. It's clearly seen here. 42% out of urban workers and rural workers, self-employed, casual workers, and regular salaried are least in the rural areas, whereas it comes in the second position in the urban area, that accounts for 42%. If we come about 56% self-employed in the rural areas, these are, I have told you, small farmers and small businessmen, and it also first in the urban areas, the total account for 43%, and last 15% regular salaried. Now casual workers in urban areas having the 35%, and tomorrow we will discuss the different other topics. Thank you and